Alright, so it's Sunday 19th of January 2025. This is what we uncovered yesterday when Henry was in with the tractor. So it is kind of paved or concrete, that's a bit cracked and stuff all the way up here. So I'm just going to give this a bit of a clean down, get rid of all this rubble and stuff. I think there might have been a manhole cover here yesterday before Henry started doing his work, which collapsed in, so I'm going to dig that out and just see if there's pipes or something underneath there. So it's essentially just this area here with this bit of rubble, and then get all this tidied up as best I can. And then I think I'm just going to have to drive the car over this a few guys, just to kind of flatten it off a little bit. Lots of tyre tracks and stuff there with muck and stuff. Right. Go. Okay, so I dug out this and found there was a little drainage system in here for something. Because it was covered over, I'm not sure if it's actually working or not. It's pretty dry in there. There was a black cover over the top of it, and I presume all this rubble was sitting on top of that again. So what I think I'll do is I'll stick this guy back on top of it, add some rocks and stuff like that so water can still drain into it, but just sort of cover it up for now with some rocks, and yeah, see how we go.
Your life is just a gift, not for those to take away. And this time's a special thing, when the darkness steals the day, and it takes over your dreams, and the life you had is done. But tomorrow is a new day in the sun, because it's all about the life and the things that lie beneath. And it's something that we love, because it's something that we breathe.
Alright, so now I can finally see just where the paving extended to along the front of the house here. It's in a shockingly bad state, but look, it's going to be all dug up at some stage anyway. The whole point of cleaning this up is so that we can actually get in and out of the car and not be trampling mud everywhere, including back inside the cars again. So yeah, we're going to get some gravel ordered for this, just to top it all up, and see if we can cover most of the turning space in here now. But it's definitely a much cheaper job. I drove the car up and down here a few times just to get rid of the tractor marks, so I'll do the same along here just to flatten that in and harden it in. So this is where we sort of damaged the front wall yesterday when we were taking out the other wall that ran up along the inside of the house here. So what I didn't realise was that the original wall only came to this height, and then they added this bit in on top of it and just rendered the front of it. But because they planted all these big shrubs or trees or bushes, whatever they're called, I'm not even sure, behind it, the roots have all penetrated in through the wall, and it's totally compromised the whole thing. It's just falling apart in there. Like, you can see here how far in the roots actually come, you know, so the whole wall is going to have to be replaced, you know, at some stage anyway. Like, even here at the front part of it, the roots are all the way through down here as well. And here's Ed. Every time I bend down and use my hand, he comes along and looks to get petted. Alright, yeah. So yeah, for example, if I stick my hand over here, there you go, straight in. Pet me, pet me, pet me. Anywho, so this wasn't the job I thought I would have to do, but yeah, whenever we get a mini excavator in or something and take out those bushes, because they're hard fuckers to get out, to be honest with you. Sorry about the language. Yeah, and then I've no idea what's going on here. I hate it. Fiona hates it. We've no idea what it's supposed to represent. If it's just somebody being arty, or if they've sworn allegiance to the Shah of Iran or something. I don't know. But that'll go at some stage as well too. Along with this back wall over here too, that separates the two parts of the gardens. And probably the pillars over here will need to be replaced as well with the walls. And the path will come out as well, and that'll have to be replaced. And if we put a porch in here, all this path will have to come out. And all this will have to come out. So, yeah, it's all about just cleaning up now and making the space workable. But yeah, everything is going to be coming out at some stage. That's great that we have the space over here now where it's actual concrete and stuff like that too. So that was all muck beforehand. I didn't even know there was anything here at all. And another little pleasant surprise is this little shed. So I thought this was just soil on the ground, because that's what it looks like, but the concrete actually extends all the way up in here, so it is a solid floor. So once I get that roof repaired and a new window in and a new window in here and a door in, it'll actually be a very handy little shed. So yeah, that'll be a fun little job too whenever we get around to it. That's where that drain was. Still no idea if it's in use or not, but we'll figure that one out at another stage as well. And yeah, that's all the outside work for today, I think.